Ryan, if you want to mute your video.
Mute my audio or close?
Your video, so that it's just the planning commission that's up there. Ryan, if you want to mute your video.
Mute my audio or close?
Wow, that was, sorry. That was my live stream echo. That's how much of a delay you have. You're good to go as soon as it's 7 o'clock.
And it is. Okay, at this time, I'll call the City of Gardner Planning Commission meeting open for May 26, 2020. It's now in order. I want to thank everybody for joining us remotely through Zoom. Rules for the meeting is everybody but the commissioners need to mute their mic and video unless you are talking. There's the option on Zoom to raise your hand. You can raise your hand to be acknowledged by myself before speaking. And if you're a member of the public that wishes to speak, state your name and address prior to providing comments. At this time, we'll do roll call. I'll call each commissioner individually. If you would just say you're here. Commissioner Deaton.
Here.
Commissioner Ford. And it looks like Commissioner Ford is not here. Commissioner Hanson.
Present.
Commissioner McNear.
Here.
Commissioner Mader.
Here.
Commissioner Simmons-Lee. And it looks like she's not here. And then I'm here, Chairman Bowden. So we have a quorum of 5. Next item is consent agenda. All matters listed within the consent agenda have been distributed to each member of the Planning Commission for study. These items are considered to be routine and will be enacted upon by one motion with no separate discussion. If separate discussion is desired on an item from either the Planning Commission or from the floor, that item may be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda. We have one item on the consent agenda. The standing approval of the minutes is written for the meeting on April 28th, 2020. Does any of the commissioners like that removed? Okay. Anyone from the public? And I don't see anyone from the public, so I would accept a motion to accept the minutes as written for the April 28th meeting.
So moved.
I have a motion by McNear. Do I have a second?
I would second that motion.
I have a second by Commissioner Hanson. Any further discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any against? Any abstentions? Motion passes 5-0. We have one regular agenda item, item 1, Hilltop Ridge FP-20-06.
Good evening. My name is Robert Case. I'm a planner with the Department of Business and Economic Development for the City of Gardner. And give me a second, I will pop up the presentation. Can everybody see it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Again, item 1, FP 2006, final plat for Hilltop Ridge, first plat subdivision. The petitioner is requesting a final plat for a 17.081 acre site. The property was annexed back to in the city back in December of 2019. It's currently vacant. And at the time the property was annexed, it had a county zoning designation of RUR, which is the rural agricultural and single family dwelling. Back in February of this year, the property was then rezoned from RUR to R1, single family residential. This application again is for a final plat for phase 1 of the Hilltop subdivision. As you can see from the aerial, this is a 17-acre site. It is actually part of the overall Hilltop Ridge subdivision preliminary plat that came in at the end of last year, which is about 150 lot subdivision. As you can see from the land east and west of the site is vacant farmland. Land to the north is a residential subdivision within the city limits of Gardner. And the land directly south of the subdivision will be phases 2 through 5 of the Hilltop Ridge subdivision. On your screen right now is basically the lot layout. The lot layout is for, again, 17 acres of and 32 lots of the 150 lot preliminary. This is the first phase of Hilltop Ridge subdivision. Again, it includes 32 lots and 3 tracts of land. Tract A, located along the south side of 167th, is designated for future access into the subdivision and a sidewalk. Tracts B and C are being designated for open space and also retention. This slide is basically just showing you that all utilities are located basically on the north and also on the south hand side. For this first phase, they're going to be bringing in all the water, electric, gas, sanitary, and storm from the north. Staff findings for this final plat. The final plat is in substantial compliance with the preliminary plat and the land development code. The request for final platting is consistent with established goals and policies of the city. No deviations are requested with this plat. And excise tax will be leveled on this plat because it has never been subdivided. Staff recommends approval of the final plat for Hilltop Ridge first plat with the conditions outlined in the recommended motion. Recommended motion is after a review of application FP 2006, a final plat for Hilltop Ridge first plat, a portion of tax ID 2F221422-1003, and final plat dated April 15, 2020, and staff report dated May 26, 2020. The Plan Commission approves the application as proposed, provided the following conditions are met. 1, public improvement plans shall be submitted and approved prior to the release of the final plat for recording at the county. 2, revise the plat to show Hilltop Street to be named Scott Street. 3, revise the plat to show 168th Street to be 168th Place. 4, provide a revised street tree plan based on the staff recommendations for approval prior to the release of the plat for recording. 5, prior to the recording of the final plat, excise tax shall be paid to the city. 6, correct square footage of the subdivision on the legal description. And we recommend the governing body accept dedications of right-of-way and easements. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bob. I believe we have the developer present.
Yes, this is Brett Cox with Renaissance Infrastructure. We're the engineer and surveyor for the project. Appreciate Bob's presentation, and we're here to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, I thank you for being here, Brett. Now we'll take any questions from the public if any of the public have it. And again, I don't see anyone from the public, so we'll go on to commissioner comments, and we'll start with Commissioner Deaton.
I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Hanson.
No comments or questions here.
Commissioner McNear.
Sorry, I had to unmute. No comments or questions.
Thank you. Commissioner Mader.
comments, questions. Thank you.
All right. I have none either. So with no questions, I would accept a motion on this item.
After review of application FP-20-06, a final plat for Hilltop Ridge, first plat located on the south side of 167th Street, approximately 170 feet west of Kill Creek Road, tax ID CF 221-422-1003, and final plat dated April 15, 2020, and staff report dated May 26, 2020. The Planning Commission approves the application as proposed, providing the following conditions are met. 1, public improvement plans shall be submitted and approved prior to the release of the final plat for recording at the county. Number 2, revise the final plat to show Hilltop Street to be named Scott Street. Item 3, revised plat to show 168th Street to be 168th Place. 4, provide a revised street tree plan based on staff comments for approval prior to the release of plat for recording. 5, prior to the recording of the final plat, excise tax shall be paid to the city. 6, correct square footage on the subdivision on the legal of the subdivision on the legal description, and recommends governing body accept dedication of right-of-way and easements.
I have a motion by Commissioner McNear. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Commissioner Deaton. Is there any further discussion on the motion? Okay, without further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any against? Any abstentions? Motion passes 5-0. All right, regular agenda item Prairie Trace Meadows 2A and 2B has been deferred to June 23rd, 2020. And regular agenda item Prairie Trace Estates 3A and 3B has also been deferred to June 23rd, 2020. So we will not have those items tonight. And we have no discussion items. So I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner McNear. Do I have a second?
I'd second that motion.
And I have a second by Commissioner Hanson. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any against? All right, meeting's adjourned.